the country.
Saboda haka a matsayina na vice president
In my capacity as a vice president
da jagoran da party na yayi mini a cikin manifesto nashi,
and the manifesto of my party,
zan ga kowane wuri sun samu abin yi a garinsu.
I want to ensure that all the communities in this country has something doing that they can transform the nation.
Kuma sun samu ci gaba daidai da local government da jiha da headquarter tarayya.
And see development in every nooks and cranny of states, local governments.
Shi yasa ni
This is my reason
nake bin siyasa mai tsari mai kyau.
that I joined this political party that has a good manifesto.
Kuma na roko ga 'yan Najeriya su rinka sauraron manifesto party, su daina ganin kyau mutum.
That's why I urge Nigerians to listen to us, to look at our manifesto, not to look people who are vying for these positions.
Saboda dukkan ɗan Najeriya mu ɗaya ne.
Every Nigerian is one.
To mu haɗa kai, mu kai kasanmu gaba, mu yi proud kaman Israel, Makka, Saudiya.
We have to join hands to see how Nigeria can develop just like Israel, Saudi Arabia, and other countries.
Saboda haka mu siyasanmu na ci gaban jama'a ne.
That's all we can take for opening comments from Alhaji Galadima Samari of the United National Party for Development. I'd like now to invite Engineer Gabriel Ogbonna, Vice Presidential Candidate for the National Transformation Party, to deliver his opening comments at this time.
Good evening. My name is Engineer Gabriel Ogbonna. I'm the Vice Presidential Candidate for National Transformation Party of Nigeria. I'm a man of value. I'm a father of 5 and happily married. I had my Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering from Texas Southern University in Houston, Texas, and had my Master's degree in Engineering from University of New Orleans in New Orleans, Louisiana. Nigeria is in a critical situation and in need for leadership that is interested in value. National Transformation Party of Nigeria is the party that has a very, very well articulated program that will get Nigeria from the doldrum of corruption. Because the party is built on core values of integrity, human dignity, nationalism, and excellence. National Transformation Party is the party that has the ability to overcome the current condition of Nigerians today. National Transformation Party is the party that has its logo as the light. We promise Nigeria we will leave the light on for Nigerians. I want everybody to get it clear that National Transformation Party is a party of reasonable Nigerians who are well informed about the problem of Nigeria and is ready to tackle it head on. We don't mix words, because among us, you get nobody who is corrupt, because we know corruption is the biggest problem of this country. A country where people have reasons, whether induced or otherwise, to take the wrong path. That is what National Transformation Party shuns and will not like to give anybody opportunity to indulge in such thing if voted into power.
I'd like to thank Engineer Gabriel Ogbonna for those opening comments. You're watching the 2011 Nigeria presidential election debate, and we are hosting the vice presidential candidates this evening. We're reaching you live from the Congress Hall of Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja. And this debate is organized by the Nigerian Elections Debate Group, NEDG, which is a coalition of the Nigerian media, professional bodies, women, youth, civil society organizations, and Nigerian diaspora organizations. It is the turn of our esteemed panelist, Professor Ralph Akinfeleye. He would ask the questions and tell us which vice presidential candidate it is directed at.
Thank you, moderator. The question goes to Engineer Gabriel Ogbonna of NTP, and the question is on health. You are aware of the concept that health is wealth, and that the wealth of a nation is the wealth of that nation. And on the other hand, the ill health of a nation is the death of that nation. If you are appointed or you are elected as the vice president of this great country, will you please explain to Nigerians, both at home and in the diaspora, the health policy direction and goals of your administration? Thank you.
I hope to be elected, not appointed. National Transformation Party is a party that believes in education. Education makes health problems to be minimized. If you're educated, you know that it's important for you to wash your hand before you eat. You know it is important to have your environment clean so that you don't have having just roaches and all the rest of them playing in your food. National Transformation Party is a party who believes that if given the mantle, we will take Nigeria to greater heights through education. Because if you're a mother who is educated, obviously you know what is good for you to eat when you are pregnant with a child. And secondly, when you have your child, you know exactly what to do to help the child. Again, it cannot be overemphasized. We all understand that an informed mother is a mother who knows it's important to go to prenatal care when they are pregnant, who knows it's important to eat good food, not minding the bigger resources that some people in Nigeria have to manage themselves with, but at least they will try their best. We have seasons for different kinds of foods in Nigeria. They can equally, buy some of them. So, National Transformation Party is a party that believes in education. And then, little wonder that after many years of UBE program in Nigeria, that program is yet to take off. Except money is being thrown here and there, thrown around, and they make magic with numbers. If we have proper education in Nigeria, health problem will be cut to a manageable minimum. It is equally important that one of our core values is excellence. If we use our centers of excellence in the country as envisaged by National Transformation Party, everybody will be informed and they will have a place where they can go for appropriate treatment and appropriate care and equally appropriate information so as to avoid problems, health problems.
Engineer Ogbonna, I would like to raise issues of health policy with you before we get the reporter from Alhaji Galadima Samari. Professor Akinfeleye's question is quite clear. Would you just like to tell us the kind of structures you would put in place as a party when you become vice presidential candidate to ensure that health policies affect Nigerians positively? What are those policies? Perhaps you would like to name one or two, or perhaps you would like to tell us exactly what structures you have placed within the party to move health issues in Nigeria forward.
By that I mean a center of excellence, as I said earlier. That it means teaching hospitals, even army teaching hospitals too. Making sure we have paramedics who will be stationed along the expressways, along in the cities, where people who have health problems, accidents, be it fire, be it gunshot, be it accidental wounds, can be taken care of. We can build from the existing system, make them to be existing center, expand them, and then build more. Because as it is, Nigerian health problem need to get to every Nigerian, regardless of where they live. In other words, you come where all the big cities in Nigeria, those that don't have teaching hospitals and don't have general hospitals, erect one, equip it properly, adequately, so that they will take care of the Nigerian population.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ogbonna. It is time for Alhaji Galadima Samari of UNPD to have his moment to raise issues with the position of the NTP Vice Presidential Candidate on health issues.
Alhaji Galadima ka yi bayani kan abin da abokin muhawara ka yi kan yadda za a inganta kiwon lafiya da ya tabarbare.
Ina godiya ga Allah. Wannan abubuwan da yau muke bayyana al'umman Najeriya da al'umman duniya gaba daya.
I thank God today that what we are saying to Nigerians and the world in general,
akwai shi a cikin manufofin UNPD,
is inculcated in our manifesto.
Shi ya sa mu duk waɗanda muka san siyasa muke son ci gaban jama'a muka shiga UNPD.
That is why we that have the belief of transforming the society, we are buying for the position in this party.
Ba za a samu cikakken doctor ba tare da an karantar da shi.
First of all, we have to get qualified doctors who have read the medicine.
An kai shi kasashe wurin da ci gaban asibitocinsu ya je ya koyo abu ya dawo.
Where he got training from home and abroad and come back to look at the health of the people.
Daga nan a san ina ne masu damuwan wannan wuri, a kai su kauye, a kawo su birni.
We'll post them into the rural communities.
Saboda asibitin da yake Abuja ya zama daidai da asibitin da yake local government.
So that hospitals in Abuja will be equal to hospitals in the rural areas.
A samu salarin su kuma a biya su a lokaci, saboda a manufofin UNPD minimum wage
We improve their salaries so that in our manifesto we'll make sure that we'll have, their salary and wages.
Muna da 50,000 karamin albashi a gwamnatin.
So that they will not be receiving, small salaries and wages.
Aka zaɓe mu wata uku zuwa wata shida za mu aikata wannan a duk fadin
When
Najeriya.
elected, between 3 to 6 months, we will make sure that this is actualized.
Kuma kamar yanda abokin magana na ya manta,
Like my co-debater has said,
Najeriya tana da kuɗi, tana da abubuwan da zai kawo kuɗi kamar kowane ƙasa a duniya.
Nigeria has money and resources that can be able to cater for all.
Wannan kuma 50,000 da za mu bayar a kankancin albashi,
The 50,000 minimum wage that we are going to give to each and every worker in the country,
at least yanzu ana ba da 25% nashi a yanzu haka.
that right now only 25% is given to workers.
Sai mu increasing kuma 25% ya zama 50%.
Will increase 25% to become 50%.
Kuma a cikin arzikin Najeriya har yanzu muna da wasu kuɗi aje.
Also, in the resources,
That's all we can take from Alhaji Galadima Samari as he responds to the comments by his fellow vice presidential candidate, Engineer Gabriel Ogbonna. Just to let you know that you are watching the NEDG 2011 Nigeria presidential election debate, and our vice presidential candidates this evening, Alhaji Galadima Samari, the United National Party for Development vice presidential candidate, and the Vice Presidential candidate for the National Transformation Party, Engineer Gabriel Ogbonna. It's time now to invite columnist and editor Ijoma to bring in her question.
Okay, this is for Alhaji Galadima Samari again, and it's also health related. Governments across the world have introduced a lot of measures to fight the HIV/AIDS scourge. The prevalence in Nigeria has also given authorities cause for concern. As the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, what would you do to curb the spread of the virus? And what measures will you implement to cater to those already infected by the disease?
Alhaji Galadima, wannan tambaya akan harkar lafiya ne, kuma idan aka duba Najeriya ta shiga sauran wasu kasashe na ainihin cutar kanjamau inda abin da ya zama ruwan dare. Idan aka zaɓe ka a matsayin mataimakin shugaban ƙasa, ya za ka yi ka taimaka domin ganin an kawo ƙarshen cutar kanjamau musamman ƙwayoyin da ke yaɗa ta wato HIV?
Wannan tambayan sa yayi daidai, tunda na yi alkawarin zan kasance da dukkan al'umma Najeriya za su zama ɗaya.
This is a good question, because what I said here, that we want to see people live peacefully and united.
Zan sa professional su yi mini registered na waɗanda suke fama da wannan cuta.
I will first of all employ professionals to register the number of people who are infected by HIV/AIDS.
A cikin yadda zan yi development na kasa wanda mutum mai lafiya zai samu nashi shiya, haka zan tsarawa waɗannan marasa lafiya ma su tafi daidai da masu lafiya.
So that we will bring a program that will cater for them just like other citizens that are not infected by this disease.
Kuma a matsayina office na zai zamanto supervisor na waɗannan yan uwana wanda suke fama da damuwa.
The office of the Vice President, if I become the Vice President, will directly supervise, and take care of these people who are infected by HIV/AIDS.
Saboda dukkansu a urina daidai ne.
Because all of them and other citizens are equal.
Ni shugaban Najeriya ne, ba na mutum ɗaya ko wani ɓangare ba.
I will become a leader of all, not for a section or certain segment of society.
Saboda mai wahala shi zan fi tausayawa da mai jin daɗi.
Those who are suffering are the ones that I will first of all make take care of them so that they can be able to live as equal with others.
Saboda takamansu a Najeriya da gwamnatin Najeriya ne.
They believe that it is the government that will take care of them, and that is why I would take the passion of looking after them.
To a matsayina kuma ni shugaba zan ga Allah ya tausaya mini saboda ganin jin daɗin wayannan.
As a leader, I will make sure that I ensure their welfare.
Saboda haka ba ni da wani tantaman UNPD